Vee, and you might be looking at me and wondering, Jessie, why are you wearing a spiderweb shirt when it's not Halloween? Because I want to be creepy all year round, okay? Alright, so as you can tell by the title of today's video, we're going to be talking about some very creepy meanings and origins behind some names. So if you're watching this right now, you might hear your name. Winnie is aggressively chewing on her toy right beside me while I'm filming. So I had no idea that some names actually came from really old spooky legends and lore. And before I get started, I just want to preface that it's not bad if you have one of these names. I actually think it'd be really cool to have like a creepy name with a really weird history. So don't be offended, just remember, I like creepy stuff. So I would probably like your name. And please comment down below if I do mention your name and tell me if you already knew the creepy stuff behind it. Before I get started though, I just wanted to let you guys know that we do have a brand new dragon plushie up on the website. We've never done a dragon plushie before, so I'm so excited. It's called the Sunset Dragon. We only have a limited stock. I like to collect plushies, especially anything mythical and magical. So if you would like it, I have linked it down below. All right guys, let's jump right into today's video. I thought before I went into these creepy names, I would talk about what my own name meant because I had to look that up. So my full name, which is Jessica. Do you know my full name was Jessica? Jessica means God beholds and is of Hebrew origin. And apparently the name was invented by Shakespeare. My name was invented by Shakespeare. Call me a poet. And then if you just look up Jessie, it means to behold. So now I'm just gonna constantly point at things and be like, behold, behold, behold. All right, so let's start getting into these creepy name origins. The first name is Lilith. Now this name sort of has a bunch of different meanings. The name technically actually means night monster, and she's supposed to be this creepy being from folklore that sometimes appears as a beautiful woman and sometimes appears as a creepy old woman. People have also called her the Lady in Black or the Night Hag. The myth says she was made from the dust of the earth and she steals peace from the innocent. She is also said to sit on the chest of people while they sleep to cause bad dreams. So these days she is most commonly used to explain the phenomenon of sleep paralysis. So if your name is Lilith, you are basically sleep paralysis itself. She has been talked about throughout the centuries and is described as having burning red eyes and claws for fingers, and some legends even say that she's a vampire. But nowadays when someone has frequent sleep paralysis, they say that they have old hag syndrome or Lilith syndrome. Although most people realize Lilith is a mythological figure, sleep paralysis, which I think is really creepy but also really cool. The next name is Kira. This name originated from Ireland and it actually means the little dark one. I wasn't actually able to find out why that's the meaning behind the name, but I found this creepy forum where babysitters were talking about some very scary experiences they had while looking after a kid. And one was about this little girl named Kira, but she would only refer to herself as the dark one and would talk in the third person. Like she would say things like, the dark one wants spaghetti, or the dark one wants to color. The babysitter had no idea who told this little girl about the meaning behind her name, but when she asked Kira why she was the dark one, Kira replied with, because I never sleep. I only watch. Whatever that means. It doesn't really make any sense, but it's definitely eerie. So if your name is Kira,
you are the dark one.
All right, the next name is Lamia. And Lamia actually comes from classical mythology. It's said to be a child-eating monster that is half woman and half snake. In the myth, the Lamia was originally a beautiful woman loved by Zeus. But after Zeus's jealous wife Hera destroyed all of her children, she turned into this terrifying creature and started to go after other people's children, kind of like revenge. According to one legend, Hera actually deprived Lamia of the ability to sleep, making her constantly grieve the loss of her children. So she just became this very angry being. It's actually kind of a sad story. Nowadays, in some places around the world, the Lamia is considered a boogeyman, and parents tell their children the creepy story in order to keep them in line. I've actually never met anyone named Lamia. I feel like it's a pretty unique name. Comment down below if you have, or if your name is Lamia. The next name is Thana, and unfortunately this name literally translates to death. The name is derived from Thanatos, who is widely considered to be a Greek god of death. So is he kind of like the Grim Reaper or something? I find that really interesting. There's actually not too much more I can find about this name except that it means death. So next we have the name Raven. I've actually met a lot of people in my life named Raven. It's actually a more popular name than you would think. Raven symbolism takes on different meanings from culture to culture. In most cases though, ravens are associated with negative things. In parts of the Appalachian Mountains, a low-flying group of ravens means that illness is coming. And if a raven flies over a house and calls 3 times, that means an impending death is gonna happen in the family. They also say it's very bad luck to kill a raven, and if you accidentally do, you're supposed to bury it right away and you have to wear black while you're doing it. Seeing just a single raven is considered an omen of bad luck, but finding 2 means good luck apparently. So there's just a lot of superstition around ravens, and I'm sure if your name is Raven, you probably already looked into that before, but honestly, I think the birds are kind of cool. Is that strange? The next name is Samara, which you might find familiar if you've ever seen the Ring movies. Samara Morgan is the central antagonist in the Ring trilogy of horror films, but she's better known as the terrifying entity emerging creepily from the television of those who watch her cursed videotape. Now, what's so interesting is after the 2002 Ring movie came out, the name Samara became incredibly popular. Like, so many parents were starting to name their children after the thing from the movie, which to each his own, I guess. I do think it's a pretty cool name, and I probably would name my kid after some horror movie. The next name is Morgan, but it's actually spelled M-O-R-R-I-G-A-N, but it's still pronounced Morgan, like the usual name. The Morgan was the feared Irish goddess of death and destiny, and apparently is also called the Phantom Queen. Apparently, as the Phantom Queen, she would circle the battlefield in the form of a group of ravens, basically to go and carry away all of the dead. The Morgan was a shapeshifter who took many forms. She would often appear in multiple forms throughout a single story. She is also known for her ability to instill fear in whoever she comes across. I mean, she's literally called the Phantom Queen. So if your name is Morgan, you sound pretty cool. Then we have the name Arachna, which I have never heard of before either, but people, you know, have really unique names, so maybe you've met someone named Arachna. Anyone with a fear of creepy crawly bugs will know that arachnid is the Greek word for spiders. You may have heard of arachnophobia, the fear of spiders, and Arachna is a play on the word meaning spider woman. So if your name is Arachna, you literally are Spider Woman. So go find your Spider Man. All right, so that is the end of today's video. I do have a few notable names that I wanted to mention. Adriana means dark one. Darcy means dark stranger. Carrie means dark and mysterious. And Leela means born at night. So yeah, if you had any of the names I mentioned in today's video, definitely comment down below. I think that's so cool, and if I missed any other names that have a cool, creepy, mysterious background, definitely comment that as well. Don't forget we have the new really cute sunset dragon plush. I've linked that down below, but I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!